The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, an NFC battle in store for us. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. These NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And the dive ends in uninspiring return. They've got some work ahead of themselves. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. And they kneel it down, and I think the two of us and a whole lot of fans here have some questions about that call. Break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. And partner, did you hear a whistle? I didn't, but he must have thought that he heard one because he just spiked the football. Say I've ever seen this, except maybe when my elementary coach lost track of the downs. The punt team is out to send it away on 3rd down. Return starts from the 45. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Ooh. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he gets what he can by diving down, but they're still backed up ways to begin this series. Did somebody lose track of downs on the sideline? They have brought the field goal team out. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's no good. The credit for believing in your guy, I suppose, but just too much kick for him to handle. And the deficit stays at 7.
That's a kick right there, Kate, that defies explanation and analysis. But at the very least, if you're going to try a field goal on an early down, you got to make it. That's embarrassing.
Ready up!
Chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out first and goal. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Throw right side, caught by Mooney. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Another chance at 6. It's second and goal.
Was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead. But did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Now backed up to the 8, third and goal.
Ready? Hawk 70. Ready?
There's another for it. Fighting for the pylon, and he's out just short of it. Can't get the touchdown. A 7-yard pickup that time. That brings up fourth and goal.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did right there.
Rig alert! Rig alert! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Fourth down, here's Penix. Zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
49ers to the line. First and 10. Now it's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. From the turf, falls out, he lost it. But it looks like the 49ers were the first to it, and they make the recovery. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes second and short. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
With slated downs to approach here from the 40. Putting a receiver in motion. On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Okay, the rush showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. Fumble earlier, and now totally stuffed on that one.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. A Presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, then that's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
To the near turnover, Brock. Offense still getting the call here. It's 4th down. And they're going for this. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Adoree Jackson makes the play. And the Falcons twist the knife after this interception. Wow, they took it all the way back to the 20-yard line before being stopped.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Ready, ready.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. Buying some time left. That one connects. Oh, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they take this in for the score. The Falcons take a 20-zip lead. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 21-zip already. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
It's it. 18.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 21-0 our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They kick the running back in motion. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offensive line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. second down. Here's McCaffrey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, siphoning up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. This one's coming. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, it's going to make you pay.
1st and 10 from the 41.
It's that. Yellow.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 1st down, Purdy to throw. Hits his running back. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Cut out left. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. This will end up as a touchback.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First of all, you ain't back long enough. With me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the the mic. That's character. It's not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, you girls are whole. You broke, kid ain't yours, and everybody knows. Your old man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mama. I never let her go. I'm tired of me. One of the that don't belong to them.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Penix now to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Third and long for him here. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Penix on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Penix working from the gun. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Making touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. And again, it's Penix. All in by Mooney, left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Working quickly here.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
19 tight. Watch quick.
Again, Penix to the air. The Mets got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Breece Hall with the touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. From the gun to start. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
And the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. For Davius White there on the stop.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Brady out of the gun on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They're going to go. It's Purdy. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And the Falcons might be able to get some points late after the interception. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you...
All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided first half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. 49ers 7. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. The window to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
No, you're not seeing things incorrectly, folks. You do not need glasses. They are, in fact, lining up to punt on 1st down. He'll have this fair catch right along the 25. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the 2nd half of our wild card game gets underway. This return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the 2nd half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that 1st half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 backs, go!
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We made no power rangers. But also dangerous. Y'all talk our way. Don't cause the nature. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my head.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. They go right back to Hall. Well, this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. All gets it again on second down. He stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19.
Third and one. It's Penix. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. So now on is Young Hui Koo for the Falcons field goal. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Yellow.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. First down throw by Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw on third and one. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. Play not developing as they hope, so that's a loss of yardage. Brock, fourth down coming up. To throw again, it's Purdy. Throw is caught by the back. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. A give left side for Hall. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Penix here from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. That brings up third down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They're going play fake with Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Falcons continue piling onto this lead.
42, 49ers 7.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. new set of downs for him at the 32.
Outside. Here we go, here we go. 118. Watch out. Yellow. Yellow.
First down, Purdy to throw. Has a man downfield, it's Jennings. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a 49er first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory.
Get set, get set. 118. Watch out.
Now again, it's McCaffrey headed right. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be second down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
It's a gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Outside. 118. Watch out. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
Stay with Robinson. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more. Shutting him down. That brings up fourth down.
Gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Purdy trying on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
On first down, here's Penix. Checks it down the hole. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Second and 3 now.
Panther 60, Panther 60, go!
Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
Trying to run for it with Hall. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play. Oh, and it's a fake punter with the football. And it's intercepted. The defense wasn't fooled at all. And the 49ers bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made.
Not every fake is destined for the highlight reel, and that one's going to probably make the low light reel. They were all over that one from the start. Picked up the targets and covered just about anywhere they threw it. An interception was possible.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up.
Outside! Here we go, here we go!
They've got a man in motion.
18! H-Rail, corner!
Pretty throwing here on first. Taking a deep shot here. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Adoree Jackson makes the play. And the Falcons have it at the 24-yard line. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Short pass brought in. Continuing to move past the 45. Zay Flowers! And it won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. But it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Something else.
And they've been doing it.
And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons tack on 7 more to their lead.
49ers 7.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
21.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Pass brought in by Jennings. He's away from one. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
To the air again. Purdy. This one's caught. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Those are the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Purdy on 3rd and 1. He makes the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. That's a pickup of 9. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. That's caught at the 4. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
This is one of those situations where, Kate, even as a former QB, I really feel for these corners in this league. They got the hardest job in football, sticking the guys on these routes, and on a comebacker in particular, where that receiver breaks it off, man, that can be so difficult to defend.
Now a timeout for an injured player. That's Christian McCaffrey being attended to. Hopefully with his history, this is something minor. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Get set, up.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Intercepted in the end zone. Chuck Clark has it. And he's out the clear. The 40. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get high. 180. What's that?
Cousins now off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Oh, look at this. They give all the jet sweep. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here. 2:08 on the clock. All right, here we go. Second down.
Come on, set! Cowboy 80!
Here's a handoff for Algier. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons authoring a blowout here. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Down! Street! Viking 18!
They go again with Algier. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Falcons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons continue adding on to that lead. 49ers 7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Outside! Here we go. Yellow.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Completed to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Get set! 18! What's up?
Robinson on the inside give. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Over here. Outside! 18! Watch out!
Another carry for Robinson. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that we're getting some quick push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Get set! Yellow.
Off the play fake. Purdy. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Wide open down the field, and he has it! And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The 49ers making the scoreboard look a touch better. George Kittle, the touchdown! Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Purdy leading the 49ers to the line for this two-point try.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Yellow.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is cut for two. Not going to do much against that deficit, but hey, at least a positive add-on to that touchdown.
49ers 15.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41.
Warrior 70. Let's go.
They're going to pass it here. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Ready.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Left side, and it's intercepted. DeBrill peppers with the pick. And the 49ers are able to take the interception up to their own 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
First down, Purdy to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Second and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Has it downfield, working the left. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Yellow. Get set. Run around, shot. Yellow.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
And this is why stats talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. He's down the sideline into the red zone. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Pretty throw here on first. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Hey, in this situation, why not? So I'll just go ahead and go for 2 here.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
One final shot here. And this is caught for 2. Not going to do much against that deficit, but hey, at least a positive add-on to that touchdown. You know what? Good for them there. This one's pretty out of hand, but hey, they're still putting in the effort, still putting up points before heading home today.
How do you eat an elephant, Kate?
Ooh, I love that one. One bite at a time.
1 2-point conversion at a time. 8 points at a time. When you're down this big, that's all you could do on your side is just keep on digging and keep on eating bite by bite.
And the Falcons cover off the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
7 Pirates, 7 Warriors, 7 East. Go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. 49ers closing in, and down he goes. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. As one side leaves dejected, another can